Welcome to the Drooniverse!
And welcome on and welcome all to the officially unofficially Elite Dangerous live stream thing that we do on Wednesdays. I see some of you in the chat speculating on whether you should be doing something more constructive with your time, and I can heartily recommend that you do. Because one of these days you're going to look back on all this and go, why the hell did I spend hours and hours watching that idiot attempt to play a computer game for hours on end on a Wednesday evening? Or I need to go home and rethink my life. Uh, but before we try and justify our entire waste of time, we must do the thing because the thing is the thing, and the thing must be done because otherwise, well, bad stuff will probably happen, and we don't want that, do we? Look, by the way, look, the video is working, the sound is working. So far, everything looks insanely professional, totally out of character. But I'm sure normal service will resume fairly soon. So let's get on with it. Right, who do we have first to chat? It's probably gone past the top of chat anyway because there's just too many of you nowadays to do this. But anyway, D Pitman 42 wins. Congratulations, D Pitman 42. Now, actually, D Pitman 42 needs special commendation on the stream for the benefit of everybody else on there. Before I go any further, because he's done a thing, and well, I'm assuming his gender there. Which of course I don't know because it's just a username. But he, she, they, insert favourite pronoun, as you have to do nowadays, has gifted me what can I only assume is a fully functioning copy of another space game for us to try. Not an ancient one either, a modern one. So more details on that as we get closer to that event. But we have more modern space games to play, and Deep Hitman 42 has made it possible. So great congratulations, and much praise and thanks and adoration goes to him, her, they, she, them, that, it, if that's okay. So anyway, thank you very much. Deep it before we do, very much appreciated. Ivan Darby's in second place as well. With the Mute GP is there, of course, he's in third. He's usually up there somewhere. Having his sarcasm and irony capacitors charged to full power, no doubt. I'm sure there'll be such evidence further on down the stream. Right, host we have Top Shot is here. Good to see you. Thank you very much, Top Shot, for popping in. Always good to see you. Good order of Argus here. Gronda. Good to see you too. Then there's a whole bunch of planning in the chat, which when you're watching the stream, have you? Does Drew know where he is? Very unlikely. Which group's Drew going to be in? He doesn't know. All of these things. These are things that we can kind of wing, I think, as we get closer on. Anyway, let me scroll down. Let's go scroll. Latty ___ here is also with us today. Good to see you. Thank you very much indeed. And who's we have? There's a lot of chatting going on today. Right, the Harkonnens are here. Hey, good to see you, the Harkonnens. Poised as ever, doing made a ruckus. It was all looking quite positive for this invasion in early January, but I once again feel it's gone slightly off the boil. But you know, we remain hopeful. Have a Boo Boo is here with his customary Thor thumbs up. Always good to see that. One for every syllable of his name. Good to see that. Lumsays is here. Good evening, Lumsays. Good to see you as well. Thank you very much for popping in. The Iraqis is here, fighting off the invasions of the Harkonnens with presumably nowadays they probably downsized their military budget for 2026. I think, and possibly redeployed that budget elsewhere. So the entire military budget now of Arrakis is probably one small stick and a stern glare, I imagine, which is probably all that's required to face off the Harkonnens at this stage, based on previous progress. Ah dear. Right, Solstice Project is here, and of course, it's very, very enthusiastic with his the-do's. That's very good to see. Good to see Ozarelli is here as well. Good to see you. Thank you very much for popping. Commander Terakov is here as well. Excellent. Commander Burton's here. Round _001. Is that like a round of drinks? Because that's an excellent username. Good to see you. Thank you very much for popping in. Alien Hunter PL is here too. Cyberdami is on a 7-stream streak. Though he says he's been diddled. He reckons he's on 12 or 13. There we go. Andy Pipkin is here as well. Luna Sky is here. Hello, Luna. Good to see you. The Spy in Black. Bum. And now, is that a Ulysses 31 reference? A Spy in Black? Or was that something else? No, that was a Magician in Black. So where am I thinking? Where's Spy in Black come from? You need to tell me now. That's important. Frank Miner 2949 is here as well. Good to see you. Then there is the customary do-do-do-dos. Andy P783 is here as well. Ugly Spirit is here. Good to see you, Ugly Spirit. Thank you very much indeed for popping in. Imagine how bereft we'd be if Drew had never come back to Elite Danger as well. A little bit bereft, perhaps. I mean, how long have I been back now? Is it 2 years? Is it 2 years now since we started that stream where we went, what are we going to do? God, let Elite Dangerous die on our watch. Well, it didn't, did it? So, is that mission successful? Can I hang up my? When can I hang up my hat? My hat. Am I allowed to hang up my hat anytime soon? Tell me. Sleepy Wagon Man is here as well. Enigma is here as well. Good to see it on a scale of nothing to Enigma, very much at the Enigma end of that scale. Very important to say. Eridan Dundragon is Dundragoning today and is here with us this evening. Good to see you. Fantastic. My dulcet tones. Is that what they are? As opposed to lucid. Marcus de Deville is here as well. 07 Commander. That's a very funky little graphic you got there. 07 Commanders like that. Amended Man is here as well. Proto Maniacs is here. Commander Silent Double D is here as well. Excellent. Good to see you. The Funny Asteroid is here. Excellent. It's always good to see you, Funny Asteroid, because it's never a good space game without a Funny Asteroid. The Haunted Loaf is here. That's ephemeral bread product. Good to see you. Have I got everybody now? Crispy77 is here as well. Good to see you. I know the badge. I'm sorry, the badge is still completely able. I have now instituted a major search for it, and still no sign of it. So that's a bit concerning. I'm going to have to expand my search criteria. Commander Tragic Blue 21 is here as well. Good to see you. Who else do we have? Mira Metal is here. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Commander Yehudit is here as well. Oxford Collars for the lose. We don't know that. So who else we got? First time chat from Wasted Triz, who loves Oxford commas. I love Oxford commas. Just rubbing salt into the wound there, I feel, from a first time chat. That's very brave for a first time chat. To be fair, but yeah, props to you for giving that. That's quite good. The Arrakis says, lol, Drew, I only need my look. Okay, so the Arrakises therefore have clear military superiority over the Harkonnens, and I don't think we should be any doubt as the situation there. That's good. Fantastic. Imagine how depressing it would be if Drew didn't wear a hat. I know, I do need to. I can't figure out where it would have gone, because I don't use it anywhere else but here. It's like there's no reason, other than the dog having perhaps eaten it, there's no reason that it would have moved. So I don't understand that at all. Anyway, Eric Loss is here as well. Did I check my other hat? Yeah, no, it doesn't know this is my indoor hat. This hat really literally is for streaming use only. Maybe it's in a different instance. Maybe there's a multiverse of Drews. That's a scary thought for you. And one of them has pinched my hat badge. Wasted Drew says, I'm Commander Doznovich and current location on Distant Suns. Ah, okay. Cool. Well, we'll get into that. Maybe the hat's on backwards. Have I tried logging out and logging back in again? Eric Loss says, Captain, incoming message from Starbase. Don't start that again. For those of you who didn't catch my Monday stream, it was a slight altercation with Starbase 12 that did cause quite a long moment of hilarity. Basically, I wanted to dock. Basically, it was quite funny. I wanted to dock with the space station to replenish my stash of quantum torpedoes. So basically, I pressed the dock button, and the game ignored me because it was obviously doing a cutscene. I said, no, just shut up talking, get me into the dock, and then I'll go do the mission. So unfortunately, what I did is I then spammed the docking key. Okay, probably about 60 or 70 times. And then we got into the next part of the game where bad things were happening, and all attention had to be on the weapons and the phasers and the photon torpedoes and all the stuff that you know we have to deal with on the starship. all we got for about 10 minutes was, I'm sorry, we're a bit busy to do the docking right now. Incoming message from Starbase 12. I'm sorry, we're too busy to do the docking right now. Incoming message from Starbase 12. I'm sorry. Which went on for about 10 minutes. Ah, dear. Old game day. It was good. Ah, dear, oh dear. So that became, I think that's almost a meme now. Right. We're busy. You did have to be there, yeah, I know. It was funny. I enjoyed it. Right, okay, so Drew, before moving on to Waffle, could you please share your location? Well, that's a very, very, very good suggestion, Top Shot. There's only two minor drawbacks with that. Is one, I don't know where my location is, and two, I don't know where my location is. Now, I appreciate actually that's only one issue, but it's such a large one. I thought I mentioned it twice. No, right. Where am I? Okay, I am in one of the fleet carriers. Whichever the last one to leave the bubble was, that's what I'm in, and wherever it is where I am. Does that help? Which group am I in? Well, I've got a choice. I'm not. I'm at the menu at the moment, so I could log into FleetCom or I could log into my own PG. What would people prefer? I mean, we don't have to do anything particularly distant worldsy tonight, but since I'm presumably doubtless out in the depths of space, we should probably go and do some exploration. Yeah. So is it the Chista? Let me go and look up the distant worlds carrier names, and I shall tell you. We could do. Yes, I am on the Pillar of Chista, which is according to their website, it is in the Kluku system. BB0 B48-1. There we go. That's well. So if I log into the game, you'll be able to see. Tell you what, we'll use the Drew Wager private group because everybody on here is probably in the Drew Wager private group. And I did get into the FleetCom group, which has 13,500 members. But let's go into the Drew Wager private group. Now I've logged into the game. Hopefully you'll be able to see my location. That's wherever that is. That's where I am. I haven't looked yet. So once I've got that logged in, we'll go do the waffle. Let's do some waffle. What should we waffle about? Well, something. Ready? Are we ready for waffle? Stand by, my friends. Engage. Right. I can't believe it's been 2 years since I did those as well. I suppose I really should update this stream now. It's all getting a bit old hat, isn't it? Yes, at some point I will do that. Well, I've just had a friend request from somebody, so let me sort that out. It's just too much to do. Right, yes, I am on the fleet carrier, so that's quite good. So you should be able to find me on the map. I guess if we're going to do something, we've got to do it within 20 minutes. So are the fleet carriers about to jump somewhere? I suppose it will tell me if it's about to. I'm going to go back to the surface so I can see. Top Shot says, what's more impressive, brackets crazy, is that over 13,000 people filled in the form and somebody looked at it and added all the commands. Did they? Is that how many people joined the expedition the last few days? FleetCom did get really big when we hit DW2. I don't know. Does anybody know roughly how big DW3 is compared to DW2? Because obviously DW2 was bigger than DW1, but I don't know. Is DW3 comparable or also carrier services will show you? Okay, that's a good point. Let me have a look at that. They're all jumping all the time. Okay, so I've got to be a bit careful I don't get left behind. Okay, so it's current system Kluku BB0. Oh yeah, it's going in 7 minutes. Okay, so I better not get off here, otherwise I'll get left behind. I'm going to go. In that case, if anybody's nearby, get to the Pillar of Crystal. I'm going to go to the flight deck in that case and watch the show because that's always quite nice. So you haven't got long to get there based on that. We'll see where that's going. But yeah, anyway, so the only waffly thing I've got today is my solar panels have been switched on. They got switched on, unfortunately, today after the sun had gone down. So at the moment they're doing absolutely nothing. But I'm hoping that tomorrow morning suddenly the house will start being powered by the powers of the sun. I did ask because I was bored. It's the sort of question that I ask. Is I asked ChatGTP. I basically gave it the dimensions of my solar panels, and basically asked ChatGPT what percentage of a Dyson sphere, therefore, my solar panels represent. For those of you who aren't aware, a Dyson sphere is a theoretical construct of a shell that completely encloses a star at a distance of, let's say, the Earth's orbit. Not a very practical thing to make. You need an awful lot of stuff to make it in. But they do show one in Star Trek Next Generation, actually, which is where they rescue Scotty, which is quite a good episode. It's worth checking out. But that's basically what a Dyson sphere is. Now, a Dyson sphere clearly is a very, very large thing, and my solar panels clearly aren't. But ChatGPT was able to come up with a percentage. Had a lot of noughts in it of how much of a Dyson sphere my little solar array represents, which is quite good, and that gives you a sort of percentage of how much of the sun's power output I'm personally harvesting for my own delectation and delight. And so, what I'm hoping next week's Elite Dangerous stream will be powered by photons, my friend. Is the plan. So we'll see how it. Did I double check the math? Well, it sort of made sense. I mean, it was a minuscule, tiny percentage. Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, and obviously, the percentage of power output of the sun is there's some efficiency problems in there as well that I probably didn't factor in, but it was so small that probably didn't matter. But it was good. Less waffle, he says. Get to the bridge. Oh right. I think short my waffle. I suppose we're 15 minutes into the stream. It's probably enough, isn't it? Right. Okay then. Okay. By popular demand, I will do that. Right, let me press the button, the playthrough. Where is it? Because I don't always, I sometimes forget to do these. So we might as well, since I spent all that time making them. There we go. Right. Did you? Frank Minder says, did you ask how much power it would capture using a full sphere of solar panels? I didn't, but each sphere. Well, sorry, each. I haven't got a whole bunch of Dyson spheres at my disposal, by the way. Let me disembark while I'm talking, because I can sort of waffle and walk. That's how we roll. He says, mixing his metaphors. Each of my solar panels is apparently capable of doing about 500 watts each, but presumably that's in full summer sunlight, which is not going to do in the middle of winter here in Scotland, that's for sure. Fleet carrier will depart the system soon. Head to the recreation area. Where is the recreation? I can't see anything in here. It's very dark. Oh, there it is over there. So I've got 18 solar panels at 500 watts each. Maximum power output. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how well it does under what weather conditions. But there is an efficiency loss, of course, and all that other stuff. So it's amazing how much power you can scrabble out of these things. Anyway. So yeah, the Scotty episode was a good one, wasn't it? I did enjoy that one. Right, only a question Drew would ask ChatGPT. Others would ask, make a picture of David Braben in just his underwear. I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore, are you? A tidally locked planet would only need half of the surface. Well, that's very true, because there'd be no point putting solar panels on the back half of a tidally locked planet. What not Galnet? Well, the Galnet is only a closing thing on the CG, so it's not very interesting, is it? Head back to the command. Oh, blimey, I'm getting told off by the game. All right, good grief. Jeez. I better get up there, hadn't I? Was that a siren going off? 9 kilowatts doesn't sound like too much. Well, you've been escorted to your designated seat. Oh, I feel like I've been told off. So 9 kilowatts is a fair chunk. I've also got a battery to go with it, which I think is 10 kilowatt hours, which has been sized approximately to give us enough to run the house for a couple of days if we don't go mad with it. So that's kind of all good. Okay, it looks like we're going soon. Okay, carrier jump initiated in 2 minutes and 12 seconds. We are in phase 2, whatever that means. It's not enough to power. Yes, I mean, bear in mind there's only 2 of us living here, and I do have a little server that runs 24/7, but most of my computers are I'm only using one computer at a time, and so on and so forth. We've got a few lights and quite a few fridge freezers and a few other bits and pieces, but we're not heavy users of electricity really. So we expect to be self-sufficient on what we've bolted to the roof, which is good. Well, not I personally have bolted to the roof. I was quite interested in how that stuff all goes together though, because it's actually surprisingly complicated. There's a whole bunch of inverters and wires and earth things and RCDs and lots of other TLAs that I didn't really understand, but they react super fast now. If the mains goes off, the battery will take over like blip like that so fast that your computers won't even notice the difference. So I can run on battery. I've got auxiliary power, Captain. It's going to be excellent. So I'm going to be making a lot of Star Trek jokes, and my wife is going to be very, very quickly sick of kilowatt hours and kilowatts, I think. Does it cover the whole roof? No, it doesn't cover the whole roof. It covers a decent chunk of the roof, to be fair. A part of it is facing southeast and part of it's facing southwest, with a design that I can catch early morning sun and catch early evening sun as well. That's, of course, if it ever is sunny again in Scotland, which it hasn't been for the last month. Because it's been snowing. Snow is not very good for solar panels, as it turns out. January is quite good because it shows you the worst case. Well, yeah, the idea is that we're chucking money into the grid during the summer and then using it up again as a sort of cash deposit thing in the wintertime. That's the way I'm hoping it will work. So we'll see. We're getting there. We're getting there. Carrier jump is now initiating in 15 seconds. It's all very exciting, this, isn't it? Right. Is it very dark, or is that just me? Oh, I can look around. Here we go. We're going to the... Did anyone see that? The Nukai system. Here we go. Nukai something, 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 5. We're off. Let me get this nice lightning effect from the old school hyperspace drives, which for some reason seem to generate a lot of smoke. Not quite sure why that would be, but that's the special effect we've gone for. It's sort of like a slow version of the Witch Space tunnel, isn't it? It's weird. It's nicely different from normal hyperspace. What is that? Is it some sort? Is that a trumpet, or is that actually a sound of? Is that an alarm sound, or is that part of the hyperspace? Looks like we have arrived. Here we go. We have arrived. Ooh, and there's something loose somewhere. Something's rattling. Somebody needs to do a bit of maintenance. Okay, that's the emerging back into real space sound, is it? Okay, that's good. The lightning is quite good, yeah. Varg asks a very good question here. What is the difference between hyperspace and witch space? Well, that's not an easy question to answer, because in the original Elite, it was always called witch space, but that was never a term that was defined all that clearly. It was always referred to witch space in the novella, the Dark Wheel that came with Elite, but in the manual it was called hyperspace, and in Elite Dangerous mostly it's been referred to as hyperspace, and witch space seems to be more like a colloquial phrase that's probably, I suppose, in Elite Dangerous terms is a little bit old school. It's a little bit out of date, because you don't tend to hear it referred to as that very often now, unless you're kind of a seasoned old space dog like myself. So yeah, witch space is more a colloquial version. The technology is fairly consistently referred to as hyperspace, So yeah, so I think that's probably the strongest strongest definition. Of course, it gets a bit confused because you've got a hyperspace and then there's the frame shift drive, which enables both in-system travel with a frame shifting mechanism, and then the frame shift drive, which also acts as a hyperspace drive. So it's they never really sorted it out properly. But I always thought it was a bit of an odd choice that the frame shift drive um, is at least in the context of your ship is referred to as the same thing that drives hyperspace, because um, it's not it's not really the same technology. And in the original Elite, the engines that drove your ship through real space, i.e., the thrusters, were referred to as one thing. The engine that drove your ship at high speed through real space, in sort of frame shifty terms, called the torus drive or the skip drive, was another piece of technology. And then the hyperspace system was a third piece of tech, and all of those were installed on your ship. Whereas in Elite Dangerous, it's all got a bit messy, and your FSD does the job of the main FSD in system, and it also does hyperspace as well. So, yeah, is that clear? No, is it a very good question? You're coming up with some very, very good questions tonight. Gnordavag. So he says, okay, thanks. Wondering because it might be relevant to the DW3 story. Can confirm that it is. Not going to give any more hints than that, but well done for watching. Reading the story, because yes, the distinction about witch space is a clue to stuff. So yes, keep watching that, because yes, that's it. So yeah, so interesting. Farm shift drive, says Wintermute GB. I don't think we've got any farm shift drives, but no, I'll stand to be corrected, Wintermute. The farm shift drives do not move you through frames or increase your frame rate. They don't do that. So we're going to find witches. Well, you need to know your law, dare I say. Things, things TM in brackets. This is something I rather like on the Caspian Explorer. There's a totally pointless but actually rather pleasant boarding ramp that you can't use, but at least you can walk up it to the door, which you can't go through, and stand on your ramp and then walk back down again, as if you were doing a seamless planetary landing. So that's the thing. It's almost like they've gone, yeah, we'd like to do that, but actually we can't, which is a real shame. But Frank Miner says, I think farm shift drives are for tractor beams. See, you make a typo in this chat and everybody's on the case. Do you need farm shift drive to get to serial port? Tractor beams, it's a sausage project. Winter MGB is taking it on the chin. That's what one would expect. Yeah. Does it have like a plow on the front, maybe? Different attachments you could stick on your farm shift drive. Right, let's find out where we've ended up. We're in the Nukai system. I don't know how long. Is the carrier going to hang around here for a little bit, or are they jumping constantly at the moment? Because if it's the problem, if I get left behind, I don't want to stroll too far away. Where have we come? Let's have a look at the galaxy map. We are here, which is quite well about probably, it looks about 2/3. Yeah, it is. It's about 2/3 of the way to Colonia. I can see a few of the rest of you on the map, so that's pretty cool. Until around 11 p.m. tonight. Okay, so we can probably hang around here and do a little bit of explanation. The start entity's here as well. Is there anything? There isn't. Oh, that Dr. K's soul is not far away. Well, when I say not far away, of course, it is my it's miles away. But yeah, it's a long way off. But yeah, miles away. I don't think I've ever been there, actually. Jumping every 15 or 20 minutes, of course. Okay, so they're just jumping constantly, right? So I probably don't want to. Yeah, that's miles away, isn't really the right unit of measurement, is it? No, that's a long whale. So that's where we are over there. So I don't want to. Yeah. So at the moment, which PG am I in? I'm in the Drew Wager private group. So let's. Okay. So there's somebody else here. There's a few of the rest of you about as well. Who else have I got here? I've got. Does it tell me? A friend is present in this location. Okay. Um, so Solstice Project says, let's travel to some other system and then try and reach the carrier in the last minute. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Have you ever watched the stream before? How far is it to Colonia? Just out of interest, how many jumps? Is it in range of what is it's 108 jumps to Colonia from here on in my ship. So what's that? 2 minutes a jump. That's 200 minutes. That's way too much to do in the stream. So yeah. So what's the carrier cooldown time then at the moment? Will it tell me? Is it going to tell me? Okay, it's not saying anything. Cooldown. Okay, so cooldown time is 5 minutes. Why did that thing that I was going? Carrier services is now no longer saying. Oh, no route has been set, so the carrier isn't going anywhere right now. But presumably we're still within the 5 minutes cooldown, so they can't do anything right now. Okay, so that's basically it. So the problem I've got at the moment is okay, carriers can jump 3 times an hour. Okay, so we've got like 20 minutes between things. So if I get off the carrier, then I'm going to get left behind, and I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of flights. So I kind of don't want to do that actually. Insert first time chat from insert 3 coins. The pillar is holding pattern and will plot her next jump in 5 minutes. Okay, so I don't really want to get off. Let's. There's a CQ that was yesterday. And there's another one tomorrow. How far each jump? How far does carrier jump? Is it 500 light years? How far do they go now in a single jump? It's 500 light years. So 500 light years in my ship is about eight jumps. Okay, I could do that. I suppose if I miss one jump, okay, 500 light years every 20 minutes is top speed. Okay, so we could catch it up. Is there? I suppose the question is there anything interesting in the system that's worth having a look? There is a landable planet there, which we could go and should we go and have a look at this one? Can I do that in 20? Will I hear on the local comms that there's something to do? Well, let's go do it. Let's go and explore a planet. Since we're supposed to be exploring, aren't we? Let's go, because this one's got an atmosphere and stuff. Let's go and have a look. I do like a party with a happy atmosphere. But it will lock down at some point. Yeah, I suppose that's the other issue, isn't it? Let's see how fast we can get there and back. Took me 27. I mean, if I miss it, I'll just have to catch it. You can bookmark the fleet carrier. Ah, okay. So, okay, how do I do that then? Oh, there. Bookmark this location. Okay, I'll try that. Let's, all right. Okay, okay, this is a race. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get to the planet, land. Do a bit of exploration. So I don't know if anybody else has bothered to land on this planet. We'll find out. See if we can land. Do a footfall. Get back before the carrier goes. That's going to be stressful. This is my new competition I've just invented for this evening. Is it scan a thing from the fleet carrier before it gets back? You might manage it, but no such things as above. Well, let's. I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm razor sharp. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to make any mistakes whatsoever. So, descan switch mode, M. Analysis mode has been activated. And I need the surface scanner. Here we go, right. Let's do the thing. Right, I've got to do this properly. Come on, slow down, slow down, slow down. There we go. I don't want that. I want that. There we go. No, I don't. I want that. That's what I want. Right, 6 probes. 1, 2, 3. That's a miss. 4, 5, 6. There we go. Look at that. No mistakes, he said. Is there anything interesting down there? See, look, I'm doing the science properly. I'm scanning the thing. Oh, that's a biological. There's a bacteria down there. Woohoo! Better go and squirk. Okay, I've got to get down. Got to find the bacteria. Scan it. Oh, I'm asking a lot myself here, aren't I? Now, it's the blue areas where the stuff is, isn't it? So, bacteria. Actually, usually bacteria are the hard ones because they're quite hard to spot, aren't they? Let's see if we can get down and do some science. I quite like this bit of the game. I wish they'd just add a bit more to it. But hey, it's not too bad. Right, here we go. Not too fast. Not too fast. I want to bust the ship. Right, am I going to get a notification that the fleet carrier is jumping just because I'm in the same system? D. Pittman says he's made 300k credits in exploration just by sitting on the fleet carrier. Excellent. The money in Elite Dangerous never makes any sense, does it? Does it show up on the chat? Right. There hopefully will be some stuffs down here. Right, what's the surface like? Okay, terrain looks pretty rough. Not ideal for a Caspian. Split looks a bit smoother. Oh, I'm down. He's down. Right. Is it a first football situation or not? Probably not, is it? We'll find out. Odin just said he's plotting now in the system chat. Okay, so right. Dun, 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 dun. Analyzing the environment. Gravity is half. Atmosphere, yes. Temperature, pretty darn chilly. Ah, looks like somebody else has been here before me. Never mind. Okay, but I got down. I've done some science. Now, there's no obvious sign of any funguses out here. So I'm going to have to take off and have a look from the ship. Let's do that. Just loot space. Yeah, they're pretty. Now, scanning for things on the ground, you just thought there'd be some sort of scanner for this, but the only way I've found to do it is to sort of float along like this with your thrusters half up and your ship pointing slightly downwards, looking for. I'm not going to see them against that darkness, am I? You've got to stay quite close to the ground. And it's really quite hard to see things, particularly on rough surfaces like this. So I think I'm going to struggle to see. Oh, that was weird. So I tend to fly along with my nose down. Or is the game sound not working? Oh, that's weird. No, it's not, is it? Hang on a minute. Let's try it. Is that... That's weird, yeah. Okay, that should hopefully be working now. Crater ridges are good. I've done it on some surfaces, but not flying into the sun. This is a rough surface, so I don't think this is ideal. And I'm conscious I've got to get back to that carrier. And you've got to find 3 of the wretched things, of course. So I can't see anything on that surface. It's too rough. There's no working out my Caspian down there anyway. It almost looks like water down there, doesn't it? Deploy your composition scanner. Ooh. Okay, this is a new thing. Which one's the composition scanner? Have I got a composition scanner? Composition. Oh, I have got a composition scanner. So which one's the composition scanner? Surface scanner. Composition scanner. There. Okay. And what? The reticle will flash whenever you pass. Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that. The Wega ship crash. Yes. I'm conscious of time ticking away here. It's a bit flatter down here. Oh, there's Commander Protomaniac over there. Sometimes you can spot it on the flatter terrain. Ah, now hang on a minute. There's one. I think. Is that one there? Is that just... so that's just coloured ground. See, they're really hard to spot. I don't like these fungus biological ones. They're really hard to see. Jump ticket starting 13 minutes before jump. I better get back out there, and I abort. Let's get back. Ah dear. Right, so maximum warp.
Cannot comply.
No.
Frameshift drive charging.
Never quite understood the hard points thing for non-weaponly stuff. You just thought they were just mounted on the hull and they didn't need to be hidden behind older things. You can't see them, can you? All of those exploration-y type stuff. They don't have any obvious kind of external thingies, do they? So why do they deploy hard points? I don't know. It's one of those questions. Right, we're going to get back to... So I had plenty of time. Okay, so we can cut it a bit wide. How long does it take me to get from the planet's surface to the fleet carriers? Probably 2 or 3 minutes, isn't it? What's the lockdown time on the carrier? How long before it goes does it stop you from boarding? So these are all these things I need to know. This is the mod. This is the elite dangerous. It's 2 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay. I need the actual number, guys. 3 minutes before jump, says the Harkonnens. It depends. It's 2 to 3 minutes, says Topshot. Hedging his bets very wisely. Oh dear. 3 minutes for the Odysseus jump. Okay, so I'm not on that fleet carrier at the moment. I'm on this Pillar of Crystal one, which is the clearest one. I suppose I could try and jump to one of the other carriers, couldn't I? Maybe we should try that, because Odysseus feels like the one I should be on, because Ulysses 31, right? So after this jump, I might find where the Odysseus carrier is and see if I can catch it up before it jumps again. Otherwise, I'd be chasing it across the map. There we go. Right. Let's do that first. 7 minutes.
Welcome, Commander. Thank you for visiting
Apparently pad 6.
Include any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Docking request accepted. Proceed to your designated pad, Commander.
10 minutes. That's alright.
Attention. This carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure.
Landing gear deployed.
See, look, I don't know what you were worried about. That was textbook flying. Even landed well. Right, if I do a honk while I'm here.
Docking accomplished.
Oh,
Ship is secure.
wrong button.
Welcome, Commander.
Come on. Oh, you can't. Can you do a honk while you're? No, you can't. Okay, never mind. Can I sell exploration data here? Universal cartographics. Do I have I? 13,000 credits. Woohoo! Yeah. Right, this time I'm going to get a decent seat on board the ship. So I didn't want to sit where it put me. Disembark. It is disembark, isn't it? Pocket money, yeah. I'm going to spend that on a small patch to the hull. The distant sun's carrier is only 385 light years from Colonia. Ooh, okay. You don't need to deploy hard bunts, but there is a deploy hard bunts on firing settings and keybind, so you do fire a scanner. And it needlessly. Oh, I see. That's what's happening. I think I've got that set. Yeah. That sort of explains that. That's all aboard. I'm going to use this lift now because reasons. Wouldn't you made $1 billion? So I probably will spend that at the bar on glue. I want to get a decent seat this time. Come on, Protomaniac up ahead. Some NPCs doing NPC stuff. There's a commander. No, I'm not allowed up on the command deck, am I? Because space reasons. I can go down here. Is the front row still available? Is there a front row? There is. Right, I'm going to sit right in the middle because why not? There we go. There we go. We get the best view of the house. There we go. Perfect. So when we get off this jump, we will have a look around and see where the other fleet carriers are. You're not allowed on the bridge because they know who you are. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, we'll have a look around and see where the other fleet carriers are and see if we can get to one of them before it jumps on. So presumably they're trying to get these fleet carriers to Colonia ASAP. Click launch instead of disembark. That can be a costly mistake. Andy P says he's left the distant suns. He's chasing at the moment. Odyssey is currently 1,000 light years ahead. Is it? Okay, so could I do 500 light years before it goes again? What's 700? My jump range is 70 light years. So how many jumps is that? That's only about 7 or 8 jumps. I might be able to make it. What do you reckon? Should we try that? You need to know its destination so you can wait for it. Yeah, I know. Okay. So where? Let me look up while we're waiting here because I've got it here. Where is the Odysseus now? According to this, it's in the Blue Air system. I've copied and pasted that, which I think I'm allowed to. Oh, how do I get to the system map in City Now mode? Is it tab? Caps lock? How do I get the little menu thing up? Because I just don't play enough Odyssey to know. Is it tab? No, it's not tab. Which button is it? Left wheelie thing. That's what I need. How do I get the left wheelie thing up? Is it Alt? Is it Control? No, it's none of these. M. Hold Q. Ah, brilliant. Fantastic. Well done. Right. Okay, contact transaction navigation. Is it navigation? No. Must be navigation. Ah, there we go. Right. Nice, well done. Nope, that's the wrong one. I want the galaxy map, don't I? So currently I'm there. The Odysseus is here. So it's a long way ahead right now. Okay, it is. Okay, it's 1,500 light years away. So presumably it has just completed the jump. So it's in. By the time we get there, we're not going to have very much time to catch it up, are we? And it's going to be 1,000 light years ahead. So we're not going to be able to do that. I don't think I'll catch it in time. Okay, where are the other ones? Can we do anything clever by jumping? So the distant suns is that behind us? This is quite cool actually. It's like playing on the buses. Oh no, distant suns is almost there, isn't it? Okay, so distant suns is 6,000 light years ahead. Okay, so they're almost there. So they're out of range. What about the other one? The Thimblethorn. Where's that? Yeah, let's find that. Where's the Thimblethorn? That's behind. Oh, that's okay. So the Thimblethorn is actually behind us. Okay, so we're ahead of that at the moment. Okay, but it's not. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if we. Yeah, whether we're going to be able to catch up. Are there any other mass jumps planned? It'll be at the weekend. Yeah, the weekend is the good time for the mass jumps. Okay, so it's just 5 jumps to the oldest for me, the Caspian. Well, I'll check after the jump and see what it looks like when we get out. Or maybe I'll be able to catch the Odysseus up. But there's no point adding another 500 because 1,000 light years, it's 14 jumps. It's going to be really tight, isn't it? I think it might be worth a try though. I can keep tabs on the other one, and if I don't make it, I can just jump back on it. What if I'm going to let's see what the options. Need to use neutron boosts. Right, we're almost ready for takeoff. 2 minutes, 20 seconds before the jump's initiated. Commander Top Shot and Commander Protomaniac are chilling in the bar there, or chilling in their seats. Feels like I need some popcorn. They should have the little popcorn holders. Oh, you see, where are the drinks holders? Where's the reclining button? That's what I need to know. We should have a good view, though. We have a good view of the jump. So yeah, so maybe we'll try and catch up with the Odysseus. We'll find out where it is when we come out of this jump. We'll see. That's where the Thimblethorn has just arrived. I don't know where that is, but we'll find out. Dr. Gillette has just followed. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Always nice to see a new follower. Thank you very much for popping in. Are we stuck in our seats? I think we probably are. We get forcibly put down, don't we, as it were? We're now at 1 minute 20. Oh, there we go. We're counting down now. Okay, we're in phase 2, securing carrier for departure. The vacuum seats, yeah. Don't sit in the wrong place in those seats. Can be extremely uncomfortable. Here we go. 1 minute. Right, we're now in phase 3, powering frameshift drive. Now, see, that's interesting from a lore perspective because, strictly speaking, these ships should not be using the frameshift drive. So it's just another lore inconsistency. They don't use the frameshift drive at all. They use an older type of hyperspace drive. But anyway, when's the food trolley come? That's a very good That's a very good question. This whole business of trying to get something done and then get back in time is very much the Elite Dangerous version of seeing when you're on the motorway. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I do it. When you're on the motorway, you go to a petrol station. I flick on the car's computer. I flick the range indicator. It usually says, yeah, my main car's like a diesel, so it does lots of miles per gallon, and it will say something like, "You've got 300 miles left." And I go, "Okay, well, can I get to the service stations that's nearest to the 300-mile-an-hour distant range?" And it's like becomes a competition between me and the range indicator and the actual distance covered to see if I can get there. And I sometimes take some stupidly unnecessary risks just to get to the next fuel station, and I get that moment of panic when, oh, will I make it? It's a totally pointless exercise. And I put myself at risk of breaking down for no actual gain other than my own satisfaction getting there. It's very stupid. Here we go, look. Lights, flashes, thunder flashes, lightning in space, because space. That was a good one. Boom. Oh, we're drifting. That's a bit weird. Are we there? There we go, we're back. Oh, we're near a neutron star, or a pulsar. Awesome. Right, quick, back to the ship. Right now, leave them up. Let's get to the ship. There's no time to spare, because I might need all the time I need to get to the Odysseus, depending on where it is. Let's see if I can make it, if it's even possible. It was good. It was good. I do like the hyperspace. It's quite atmospheric. It's kind of a bit weird. Why is there lightning in space? But yeah, hey, why is anything in space, right? Right, here we go. Charge. Come on. I'm fast here. Right, I'm boarding. Right, how far away is the Odysseus now? I'm going to refresh its location, and it's there. Okay, that's the one that is potentially doable. Let's find out where it is. It is there. It's 993 light years away, which is over 10 jumps. It's 15 jumps. I'm not going to make it. I can't do it, can I? It needs to be in 500. It won't be there when I next move. This is the problem. I can probably do 15 jumps. Isn't too far, but I can't. It won't do 15 jumps a minute. This ship. It's too far ahead. So, yeah, it's jumping at 15. I'll never catch it, which is it's just a shame. Unless there's a neutron around. Let's switch the neutron settings on. FSD boost. Use jet cone boost. Let's replot the route. Oh wait, there's three jumps. How does that work? But I can't start that. How does that work? Oh, because we're in a system with a neutron star. 3 jumps. Like, can I do it? It's got to be done. Oh my god, there's stress. Right. Come on, go. Move. This is probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. Okay, we've got to jump into there. Yeah, this is all going to go well. The clock is ticking. Can I get it? Don't kill us. I'll do my best. Here we go. This is very, very, very ill-advised. Very, very ill-advised indeed. Alright, here we go.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Wow, it came out of the thing before it charged. Didn't need that. Come on. charge, 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 charge.
Frame shift
Yes, we got it.
charge.
Right.
Frame shift
Well, I'm jumping. How far are we jumping? We are jumping 413 light years. Woohoo! Here we go. This is the stupidest thing ever. I can't believe how much stress I put on someone to get this to work. Boom! One jump. I know, isn't that insane? 413 light years in one jump. That's insane, isn't it? Here we go again. Right. Is it? It's not my first neutron jump, but I think it's one of the longest ones. Right, here we go. Oh, right, I've got to get this right. This is the tricky bit. Lining up with these buggers. Here we go again. Right, okay. FST cooldown. Good. Here we go again. I hate this. This is.
beyond safety limits.
Is it charged?
Frame shift
Yes, we got it.
frame shift
400 light years. Here we go again. I remember when 7 light years was a long jump. It was. I've caught up with the Odysseus. Hopefully. Okay. It's like running between flights in the Lantern. That's exactly what it's like. Running between terminals at an airport. I've got to catch this flight. I've done 800 light years. Pretty darn good going. Here we go again. Don't screw this up, Drew. Don't screw this up. Don't screw it up.
system scan complete.
Here we go. Here we go again.
Warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, it didn't work. Where's it gone? I've lost the star. Oh, it's on the scanner. Hang on a minute. Okay, here we go again. Oh, it's quite tricky balancing the speed with these things. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Warning, frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Charge it.
Frame shift drive.
Here we go, there we go, there we go. Ow, 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 go, 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 go. Come on. Ah.
Frame shift.
We're charging. Here we go, here we go, here we go. How long have I got? 11 minutes. Come on, John! Go, jump! Go, 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 go! The Odysseus is basically parked inside the neutron star. This doesn't help. This doesn't increase my level of lockdown in 5 minutes. That's so stress. Come on! Right, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's the map. There's nothing else here but the Odysseus. We've got it. I've got it. I've got it. There it is. Come on, I've got to make it. Oh, they expect me to get in there. Really? No. Why'd you park so close? Got to be really careful here. How long have we got? Count down the stuff. That's a very cool looking thing, isn't it? The neutron star. Here we go. Coming into range. Coming into range. It's really close to that neutron star. $5 million kilometers to go. Come on. Come on. We're here. We're here. Right. I'm coming in hot. Docking request. Here we go. Don't worry about how close. I do this every day. I don't. This is insanely stressful for me. Landing pad 1. Check me out. How long have I got? Okay. Coming in. There's landing pad 1. Very close to that neutron star, aren't they? I'm coming in. Here we go. Let's not screw this bit up.
Landing gear deployed.
Come on, get it right, Drew. Get it right. Get it right. He's down. Yes. I'm sorry, we can't talk right now. Message from Starbase 12. Yes! Oh, I did a bit of damage to the ship. Nothing too bad. Yay, we're down! Oh. That wasn't bad, was it? Yay! It's right on, come on. Right, well, that's gave me quite a bit, hasn't it? 7 minutes to spare. See, I had loads of time. Don't know what you were worried about. Now to the next character. Okay, well, let's do the jump here and see if we can skip ahead to the next one. Hey, that's pretty cool. But now we're on the Odysseus. This is the carrier I wanted to be on. Don't see what the problem was. You had great faith in me. What you're saying, Wintermute GP, is you had no doubts in my piloting ability whatsoever. Yeah, that's a rare compliment from Wintermute GP. I'm gonna take that. I'll get to the front so I get the. Did Protomaniacs make? I don't know. There is. I just ran and went for it. Where is the Odysseus going? I have no idea. We'll find out in a moment. I want to get the good seat. Oh, let's command the sidewinder. I'm gonna sit in the same seat I was sitting in before. Yay! Thank you very much. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hey, there we go. Thank you very much, Commander. Thank you very much, Commander. That's a nice view, isn't it? Look at that. There we go. Commander Sidewinder enjoying the view. How long before we go? Oh, I can't. For some reason, I can't look left and right, which is a bit weird. Oh well. Protomaniacs might be stuck in space. Can he catch up? Who's just jumped to Evelyn's light? Don't know. I had plenty of time with that. That neutron jumping is insane, isn't it? I'm just under 1,000 light years in like 3 or 4 minutes. I do look. I mean, the neutron stars look cool, though, don't they? Is Commander Drew Wager also in DW3? I don't know if he is actually. No, I think I've just got my Alessia Verdi because my Drew Wager character is already elite in exploration, and Alessia Verdi isn't. So and she's a sort of official NPC character, Alessia Verdi. So I thought it was appropriate for her to come along and cause some mischief along the way. Did I scan all the systems on the way? Yes, I did. Yeah, every single one without any exceptions at all. I've not been freeloading a ride on the fleet carrier whatsoever. Dedicated exploration all the way. This is when I found that, yeah, this is the one that's going back to the bubble, isn't it? So, how long before we go? 4 minutes? Yeah, I had loads of time. I don't know what everyone was panicking about. I'm going to stand in the window for a moment. Look at that. There we go, look. Stand by the window. The fleet carrier will soon depart. There we go. Please head for the seating area. There's Commander Topshot's joined us. Commander Rogers 3. Excellent. Right, everyone's grabbing their chairs, so let's do that. There we are. Now I can turn around and look at the thing. Right, we're back in phase 1. Lockdown protocol is active. That's phase 1. Okay. Oh no, look, Commander Protomaniacs made it. Yay! It caught us up. Excellent. It is.
Commander has joined your team.
Yay! Excellent. It is possible to find first discoveries on this route. Yes, I mean there are still some, aren't there? I mean, it's a fairly well-travelled route, the bubble to Colonia, but it doesn't mean that every star's been visited because there's so many stars. All right, we're still in phase 1. We can chill now. We'll find out where we're going. I was going to say, Protomaniacs, you did well there. How did you manage that? Did you neutron star boost as well? What ship are you flying? Are you in a? There's that funny noise again. That's the man. All right, that's phase 2. Carrier is now securing the carrier for departure. Excellent. Now we could just. Wasted Truth says, my God, it's full of stars. Excellent 2001 quote there. Because that says, if you fly into the neutron star and get thrown back into normal space, if you're in one of the plumes, you're in a highly lethal situation. Yeah, I was going to say that's a lot of radiation. I don't know what it would be like to be in one of those beams. I suspect it would be short. Yeah, and so if you travel off the galactic plane, you'll discover unexplored systems pretty fast. There's lots of places out there. Oh, Protomaniacs was on my ship and stowed away. Excellent. Brilliant. Right, so how are we doing? We are now down to 1 minute. We're still in phase 2. I think at 1 minute the drives charge, don't they? Here we go. And then we'll see if we can catch up with the next carrier up the chain. Sort of boosting our way along the list, which is quite cool actually. Carrier jump initiated. Isn't there a planet that goes through one of the jets somewhere that you can stand on the surface? There is, isn't there? I don't know where it is. Is it one of the lighthouse places? There is a planet that goes. It's the beam of death or the cone of death or something. It's called. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but I've seen it on a stream. Right, phase 3, powering the frame shifter. Oh, that's where we're going. Oh, even better. Okay, the world of death. Is that excellent? The world of death, planet of death. What it's like there. I think next one. Oh yeah, we'll already be in. Okay, so we're going to the planet of death. Well, that's worth seeing. There is a challenge to drive on it. Okay, so are we stopping there then? To do that challenge? Is that what they're doing? Monde de la mort. There's wasted trees. That sounds much better in French, doesn't it? Monde de la mort. I like that. Right, 12 seconds. Right, here we go. Oh, the Chister and the Fimbleport are behind us. Okay, so that's the first waypoint. If you visit the planet of death, you will die. Here it goes. Smoke, lightning, neutron stars. The only one in front of me now is the distant suns, and it's 289 light years from clear. I mean, the planet of death. I mean, how bad could it possibly be? Okay, so basically we've come a lot closer to Colonia this evening than I expected, but that's all good. One cannot simply walk to the planet of death. It does what it says on the tin. There is a short time window in which you can survive on the surface. And we're here. Jump complete. I can now leave my side. I don't see the neutron star. It's very dark out there, actually. Okay, we're presumably facing away from it. Let's head to our ships and see what we can see. Andy P783 says, I just arrived at Odysseus as you jumped. No, we got the 5. Oh no. insert 3 coins says it's a fun ride to get on that planet. Trouble is, if I dive, where will I come out at the moment? Will it take me back to the last space station? Because it won't. I will come back on the carrier with that. Okay, well that's worth knowing. Oh, we're getting slightly flickery lights here. The last place I docked at on the fleet carrier. Okay, well that's worth knowing. Right, let's find out what system we are in here. Okay, well, according to this, we're not in a planet of death situation. We're just in a rather dull-looking system. In fact, there's nothing, nothing here to even explore. So, okay. So no, we're not in the system of the planet of death. We are a fair way onto Colonia, but we're not all the way. So is this still the furthest fleet carrier? How far is it to Colonia? Maybe I can just go to Colonia now. How far is it to Colonia with neutron stars? We're still 5,000 light years away. Is this the lead ship? Yeah. Okay, so I can do Colonia in 20 jumps using neutron boosts. Which isn't bad, is it? Oh, DSS the system. Good point. I'm going to have to take off to do that, though, won't I? Let's launch. Let's have a quick scout around.
Ship release confirmed. Ship departure confirmed. Retract your weapons.
Seven bodies.
Commander.
Okay. Nope, still not showing up. So I've got to do the... Be FSS. Are you Distant Worlds 3 organisers okay with us writing fanfic based on our own characters' POV experience? Absolutely, yeah. No, knock yourself out. The more the merrier. Very much so. So hang on, I'm going to have to go into Super Cruise to get a scan here. Come on, let's get under also.
Cannot comply.
Oh,
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
okay, so that's that one. What's this one up here? It's concentrated signal sources. Icy bodies. There's nothing out here but gas giants. The other one here, actually. Oh, there we go. It is. Fimblethal was jumping. Excellent. Let's bring another one over there. It's a weird sort of telescope scan of this.
System scan complete.
Okay. So this is not the planet of death, is it? There we go. Might be able to get first footfall one of these though. Has anybody else been here before? Yes, we got loads of time, haven't we? Let's do that. Jumping in 13. Rule of 6. Here we go. Jumping in 13. Okay, can I get first footfall and back? Might as well get one since we're here. It'd be rude not to, right? Okay, I think they were going to Colonia first and then to the Death Planet at the weekend. Okay, so that's that's the competition. Can you land on the Death Planet? How much exploration can Drew get done? I'm not going to bother zapping this planet because it's already been discovered by somebody. Let's just go down. See if we can be the first to set foot on it. You never know. 12 minutes. Bum 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 bum. The good thing is now we're leading ship. If we miss it, we just wait for the next one. It's like buses. It's exactly like buses. It's funny.
Orbital flight engaged.
This looks like Europa, doesn't it? Attempt no landings there. All these worlds are yours, etc. Here we go. It's not a nice soft, flat bit to land on. That looks pretty soft and flat. In fact, it's virtually featureless.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, it's doing that normal thing where you get somewhere flat and then suddenly the train's unsuitable. And then it does this weird thing of it won't actually sit down. I hate it when it does this. There we go. Am I the first person to ever set foot here? I'll find out. Dun, dun, dun. Where's the scanner? Yay! Ta-da! I am the first person to ever stand here on this bump map. There we go. First chip. There we go. Done it. Right, now we've got to get back in. It was my Armstrong moment. It does look a bit Millennium Falcon from that angle, doesn't it? Right, let's get back to the fleet carrier, quick.
Landing gear retracted.
Engage.
Comply.
Oh,
Frameshift drive charging.
you can't spend too much time when you're on whistle. You're quite right. You can't.
2, 1.
Engage. Maximum power. Go, go, go. Super Cruise overcharge. Such a useful thing, isn't it? Oh, I think I've got that almost exactly right today. Yeah, the Caspian, that's the only really downside of the Caspian, isn't it? It's a little bit tricky to land sometimes. How long have I got, time-wise? How am I doing? Got 8 minutes. Excellent. I think we're good. So I could just about get to a planet, do a first football, come back again. Just about. Okay, these have distant suns is going to the Colonia to pick up the Outlander challenge sidewinds and then rendezvous with the rest of the world of death. Excellent. That sounds like fun. 5 minutes to lockdown. Here we go. Fairly tight still.
Attention. Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes. Welcome, Commander. Remain aware of other ships in your vicinity. Attention. This carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Docking request accepted. You are welcome to approach, Commander.
Oh, thank you very much.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing pad 5. I'm not loitering over pad, I'm flying in. Are you worried about pad loitering in this game?
Will result in hostile response.
See Commander Top Shot just ahead of me there. What looks to be a Caspian as well.
Ship has docked. Welcome, Commander. Any passengers who wish to remain in this system.
Right. Head for the best seats in the house again. And we'll see where we end up.
Magnetic contact active.
And today we are going to use the left elevator. Who's clipping me now? Drew gets something. Clipped for posterity. There we go. Excellent. Thank you very much. Yay. Five minutes. Right, we're departing for the next place. It's just enough time to get a little bit of stuff done, isn't there? Yay. Commander Ultimus what? There's Commander Top Shot. Here he is. In all his glory. Excellent. Right, okay. Fleet carrier will depart the system soon. It's time to go. Time to take your chairs. How many minutes have we got? Where's the thing on the wall? It's gone again. Well, that one's working. That's weird. Look. The screen's up there. But the screen has... Someone's pinched it. It's not there. What's happened to the screen? That's a bit weird. Well, there's one there. I'm sure there was one on the wall there. Oh well. Maybe I was imagining it. Why are you sitting? Commander Artemis Watt seems to be perched.
A new commander has joined your team.
Can't quite see what you're sitting on there. That's a bit weird. You're sitting on the armrest. Is that a thing you can do? Oh, head to the command deck area immediately. Oh, now we're being told off. Right, I'll sit down. Come on, top shots. Okay, very cool. Here we go. Right, we're off again. Where's the timer? 2 minutes. There we go. Boost the cushion. Yeah. Oh no, Protomaniacs ended up in a different instance. Okay. Well, almost. We must be getting quite close to Colonia. How much time have I got? I've got half an hour. I seem to have sunk in my seat. I do look. I feel like I'm a bit low down. The top shot's looking over me. The seat cushions on the Odysseus are a bit knackered. I think we'll have to put in a change request to the management. Commander Silent Double D looking over there is looking very chilled. And Commander Martimus, what is not, appears to be levitating. It's something very curious going on here. Something wrong with the chairs on this ship. I don't think it's time for me to change. My legs are in the floor. Oh yeah, look. What's happened? Ah, my ankles are being chopped off. It's definitely something slightly odd. We're out of phase. There's an alignment with the non-existent gravity plating. That isn't a thing in Elite Dangerous because David Raven said it wasn't. Are the same folks who made the chairs? Did they also make the hyperdrive? Well, that's a very good question. I suspect it's a little bit too late to get off the ship. G&D made a great video about this. Is it a known bug? Have you not watched the latest Gallant News Times video? They've got a whole video on stuff being silly. Okay, excellent. I shall investigate that. I haven't seen it, no. Okay, the bug is as old as fleet carriers. So here we go. 1 minute to go. It's funny how these bugs turn up, isn't it? It's an odd sort of bug. Yeah, so Commander Artemis Watt seems to be too high. I seem to be too low. Looks like Top Shot's just right. Like he seems to be sitting on the floor in the chair. I'm too low and Artemis Watt is too high. So who knows what the hell's going on there? Right, 30 seconds to go. Now, also, I think you fleet carriers very often, you see. So this is all quite novel to me. Old as gaming, yeah. I know. It's better than the lady rotating that you were laughing at. Okay. She was funny, wasn't she? Particularly, she said something particularly appropriate, like "Help me! I need help." I said, "You certainly do." Yeah. Here we go. Lightning. Top Shot's just on the edge of his seat from excitement. It's not a bumper of fleet carrier. Right, hyperspace, ho! I don't know where we come out this time. Smoke, mirrors, lightning. Feels like a start of a Jane Austen novel, really, doesn't it? It was dark and stormy night. Here we are. Oop, we've arrived. here, wherever here is. Whereabouts are we now? We are there. Okay, we're getting good progress. How far is Colonia now? I was thinking about it. "17 jumps. No, it's still too far. I can't do that. Oh, it's close though. Right, we're gonna have to do the usual thing. What can we go explore since we're here before the carrier jumps again? Yeah, you're quite right, Yehudit. The animation is a little bit odd, isn't it? It doesn't kind of like come out of hyperspace as opposed to just snap out of hyperspace. And then there's smoke for a bit, isn't there? As the thing clears. Yeah, it's slightly abrupt. It goes in okay, but I do agree it's a little bit abrupt. Why can't I? Okay, so as the planet passes through the cones of a white dwarf, there's only a narrow window of time during which landings are possible, so watch out. Good luck, commanders. That's pretty cool. Right, what does this system look like? Have we got a system map? No, we're going to have to do it manually. Okay, let's go have a look. Do some real exploration here. Yeah. Oh, I've got a passenger on board. Who's that? Hitchhikers on board. This Protomaniac joined with me, have they? Excellent.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay. 12 bodies in the system. Let's have a look what we got. Water worlds, nice. Oh, there's more than one as well. Icy body. With quite a lot of those about. Icy body. Just a second on those. Rocky World. Are we going through the core? I don't know what the route takes. I suspect we almost certainly will go by Sagittarius A star, so I would be surprised if we didn't. Oh, there's another water world. Cool. So we can't land on those and go fishing. Not that there's anywhere to land, obviously, on the water world. But those ones do have ice caps, so it'd be cool if you could land on an ice cap, wouldn't it? Would be quite cool. Well, let's have a look at the system map. Is there anything here that's worth landing on? Ooh, what have we got? We've got one landable world. Oh, that's where we're going then. Gauge full impulse power. Oops. Went way too fast. In fact, I'm further away from it than when I started. Okay, some weird things are happening in instancing, are they? Oh, this is a rocky world.
Surface scan complete.
Oh, it's a small one as well. It might be becoming a bit hot.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay. Let's go for the smooth terrain. Go there. Oh, that looks rough down there, doesn't it? We're going to be able to land on this terrain. We'll soon find out. Looks smoothish down there. Oh, it's the gravity 0.2. Okay, that's alright. Looks like a nice smooth spot. Just straight in front of the ship. Bit down there. This little
Landing gear
There's a
deployed.
little mountain over there, look at that. Cute little pointy mountain up in the top left. Good. Is it another one? Dun 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 dun. Analyzing environment. It's a moon. No atmosphere. Oh, someone stood here before. Oh, rotters. Who was it? I should have checked that actually first, shouldn't I? Because you can check. Just a map. Who's been here before? First footfall by somebody who hasn't even got a pronounceable name. What a waste. Anyway, never mind. Right. We got down, we landed. It's another barren moon. Let's go and check out this nice little
Landing gear retracted.
mountain over here. It's kind of cool little mountain, look. Ooh. Oh, there's quite nice cool little mountains here. Use the force, Luke. Should I really be doing that in the Caspian? Probably not. It was the Lonely Mountain, yes. I suppose I'll get back to the ship.
Frameshift drive charging.
What's the time? Yeah, how long have I got before we jump again? Escape vector. If I understood escape vectors, they don't seem to be
One. Engage.
Doesn't seem to be entirely accurate, do they? Align with this escape vector. Only you don't have to. I'll jump in 10 minutes. Got no issues at all. As you can see, I still haven't quite got the hang of the go drives. That was straight off the table into somebody else's point of beer. Almost went straight through the sun, didn't I? Oops. How are we doing? How are we doing? We've come a long way tonight. On our way to Colonia. It's absolutely chucking it down outside with rain tonight. Hear it echoing around the house. I know Lurkomia 07, you came with for DW3. Yes I did, yes I did. One of my old characters, Alessia Verdi, is here. Joining the Distant Worlds 3 expedition. I did the Distant Worlds 1 and Distant Worlds 2 back in the day, of course. Long, long time ago now. In the same galaxy ever. New follows from Kaylan. Hello, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Really appreciate the company as we travel through deepest, darkest space. I pitched up on the Distant Suns carrier and played a little guys. Yeah, to be honest, the carriers are really handy at just shortcutting. Although we did do a 1,000 light year stint in this ship by using the neutron boost, which was very, very cool because we did that in 3 jumps, which was pretty darned impressive, really. This is a nice bit of eye candy going on there, isn't it? Why should we be on pad 1? Where's pad 1? There it is. I've got them coming from the other end, haven't I?
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, you were down. Nice. Unless he only has this ship at her disposal. Yeah, I only bought one ship along with me because I wasn't expecting to do anything else but exploration. So she's had mostly combat ships up until this point. So 5 minutes. There we go. We made it. So what happens if I stay on the pad at the moment? Okay, so 7 minutes. Oh, that's the lockdown at 5 minutes, right? Okay. So actually, I suppose I should be selling my. Look, I've made almost 1 million credits. Look at that. I've actually made some money this evening. Not very many. Very great deal of money. Do any of the official carriers sell ships? So it does say, I don't know actually. Shipyard is unavailable while ship is occupied. No, apparently. Okay. The crew lounge. Or is that for me? Okay. I don't really, it must be, I've not really looked through the menus here. Okay, that's the same as the. There is a commodities market, which is obviously private. Nothing for sale, nothing carried today. Then there's the carrier overview. What does all this do? Just while we're having a poke around, because I don't normally play around with this menu. There's a summary. Right, so those are the available services. Okay, navigation. Currently where we are, where we're going. Time of departure. These things run on tritium, which is, that's fine. So the budget is not set. Commodity tritium. Imports tritium, exports none. And nothing. Oh, there's a bartender. As we know, he doesn't sell anything worth having. And there's the pilot's handbook. Oh, okay, that tells you all about fleet tenders. The bartender runs the carrier's bar, welcoming patrons and keeping an eye on the crew during their free time. But they don't sell any drinks. I haven't read any of this. Tritium is a radioactive isotope of hydrogen. Substance can be reliably mined from planetary ice rings. Okay. There we go then. Worst bartenders ever. It's actually right. Okay, so let's come back to there. And then there's the upkeep thing, isn't there? And all that cobblers. This is why I've never bothered with a fleet carrier, because I can't be asked. It's far too much. Far too much hassle. Advanced maintenance, a tariff. A tariff applies to this. What's this? This is the Trump school of ship repairs. There's a tariff on this. How much does it cost? So no, you mustn't repair your paintwork once you've been off into the black. That's a badge of honour. You've got to have scuffed paintwork. Very important. Right, well, I suppose I'll have to get back down to the bowels of the fleet carrier for the next jump, which I think will be my last one this evening. Looking at the time. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. I'd love to do fuel skipping and gas giants. That would be quite cool. Yeah, only fix paint when the Colonia are in the bubble. Yeah, exactly right. If you're out exploring, you've got to have scuffed paintwork. It's important. I'll use the other lift. I've got a feeling Commander Protomaniac stole a ride on my ship again. Never mind, you're more than welcome. Oh, I haven't looked down the side of these things. Oh, that's just the Pioneer Supply stuff, is it? Okay, what else is here? Is this where the bar is? Okay, that's the bar. There's nobody there, obviously. I haven't really looked around a fleet carrier for a while. Is there anything new? That is genomics. What's up? Oh, head to the command seating area immediately. All right. And there's a that looks like one of the thingamajig ships that's been. Right, I'm going. Oh, I'm late. I'm here. Right, give me a seat that works properly. Have my legs worked? I think I'm good. Yes, everyone looks like they're seated properly. Here we go again. 2 minutes. I had ages. Could have wandered around the ship much longer. Why do they insist that you sit down? I mean, it's not like the ship's very unsteady or anything, is it? Is it one of those programming reasons that you have to be seated to make the jump work? Best thing to do with hitchhikers is read them some Vogon poetry and then up to the airlock. You're quite right. Oh, freddled grunt butley, thy micturations are to be as plurgid dapple blotchets in a plurgid bee. Group, I implore you, my fruiting turning dromes, or I will rend thee in the gurgles with my burgle crunching. See if I don't. I don't know how I can possibly remember that after all these years, but I can. Douglas Adams, we miss him. No, you're not having a stroke solstice project. That's just your major intestine leaping up through your neck and throttling your brain. Of course, that's only the second worst poetry in the universe. The very worst poetry belongs to Paula Nancy Millstone Jennings of Greenbridge, Essex, England, who fortunately perished in the destruction of the earth. Isn't it funny how you can remember something like that? I can't remember what I ate for lunch, but I can remember Vogon poetry that I learned in the 80s. That isn't the original name, though. I suppose, though, isn't it? It depends which version you heard first. Is that the version in the book or the version in the radio? I can never remember which, or the TV series, because they're all slightly different, aren't they? I can't remember I can't remember what the differences are. So yeah, but there are subtle differences because is it the radio show was first and then the book and then the TV, or was the book first and then the radio show? And I don't know. Vogon was the second worst, but then became the worst. Yeah, pretty much, exactly. Yeah. The radio series had the original version. Okay, so the radio was first, right? And then presumably the book and then the TV. First and best, yeah. Here we go, 10 seconds. Of course, I always like the Arthur Dent and Paul Prefect's rebuttal to the Vogon poetry. That was also quite entertaining. Oh, more lightning. Here we go. Treated you to a lot of carrier jumps now. We've got different coloured lightning now. We've got some sort of orangey lightning. Yes, I thought your poetry was rather good. What? The way it's the transvents the what was it? Transverse the medium of the verse structure. Sublimated this, transcended that, and came to terms with the fundamental dichotomies of the other. And one is left with a profound and vivid insight into whatever it was the poem was about. Winnie says, I'll give you a clue here. Paula was a Paul. Was it? Okay. I don't remember that. Paula Nancy Millstone Jennings is embedded in my memory. Oh, there was a pair of glasses around there for obvious reason. I think we sort of materialised inside Commander Sidewinder briefly there, which was slightly disconcerting for both of us. Right, we're back. Right, this is probably our last little scan around. So, in fact, because we're here, I think it's really just time we headed to the bar. Because look, we're 5 minutes till. I haven't got time to do another round of exploration because I've got to jump on a conference call with some dudes. But yeah, anyway, so let's head to the bar, everybody, and celebrate our success. Where is the bar? It's not down there, is it? This way. Whoever's on the Odysseus. There's not really a bar, is there? Well, there's a bar lady.
Something I can get you, Commander?
I'd like a beer, please. Madeline. Going to be a Madeline, isn't it? She looks like a Madeline, actually. Yeah.
Trading, selling, or both?
Can I have a beer? She's got nothing for sale at all.
No skin off my nose.
I'm gonna perch on this bar stool. There we go. Right, we're all here. Commander Topshot is here. Commander Silent Double D is here. Commander Artemis Watt is here, and Commander Sidewinder 40 is here. There's quite the team of people. There we go. Anyway, in the future, name tags float above heads. No beer, no goo, no use, not even any glue. Oh yeah, Eridon is quite right. Vogon poetry was the third worst in the universe. The second worst was in fact the Anthgos of Kriya. Whose poetry, unfortunately, I can't remember. Dear. Good stuff. Right, well, we continue on with the Distant Worlds expedition. Well, hopefully we'll arrive at Colonia before too long. So that'd be good. But yeah, we did all right this evening. Well done, everybody. That was good. One thing I've been forgetting to do actually recently is we haven't been gate crashing another streamer. So find me, if you can, find me somebody. How many ningies did we make today? Well, I haven't got space for a triangular rubber coin, 3 kilometers on each side, but it was almost a structured stream, almost as if I'd planned it. The operative phrase being almost. But yes, find me a Twitch streamer. The rules are we must find a Twitch streamer who is streaming Elite Dangerous but doesn't have many viewers, so we can give them a bit of a boost. That's what we do. So Slamscape is being suggested by Wintermute GB. Let me go and check them out. We have raided them before, I think.
Like if I just wanted to.
How many have they got? They've got 8, which is not very high. So let's do that. I shall raid Slamscape and send you over there for fun and work. Give them a hello from me, and I will see you. I'll see you on Monday for more Star Trek when hopefully we'll get Boldly Go when everyone's gone before. yeah, we will we'll crack on with some more distant worlds around the Colonia region, hopefully. Apparently there's an incoming message from Starbase 12. Sorry, we're too busy to dock right now. Right, I'm ready to across, my friends. Be good. Take care. See you soon.